Friends, myself Jagadish Kar, lecturer in zoology, KB DAV College, Nirakarpur. Today I am going to discuss about animal reproduction. Friends, reproduction is an important characteristic of all living organisms. All living organisms produce their own kind before their death. It is the inherent tendency of living organisms. It ensures the continuity of their race. It also makes the flow of gene from one generation to the another. In this process of reproduction, reproductive units or bodies or gametes are formed, and these units participate in the process of reproduction, producing new individual. Let us go to the types of reproduction. On the basis of number of parents involved in the process, there are two types of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In case of asexual reproduction, only a single parent is involved. There is no formation of the gametes. There is no involvement of the sex. The body cells or somatic cells divide by mitosis or amitosis. The body of the parent divides to produce daughters. This type of reproduction is also known as somatic or blastogenic reproduction. This type of reproduction is found mostly in case of lower animals like protozoans, sponges and ciliates. Friends, in case of sexual reproduction, males and females of opposite sexes participate in the process. That means there is the involvement of two individuals or two parents in the process. The male produces male gametes or sperms and the female produces female gametes or the ovum. These gametes fuse to form a zygote. The zygote develops into an individual. In sexual reproduction, genetic variability is produced in the offspring or daughter individuals because parents from different sources, male and female from different sources, participate in the process, each contributing haploid set of chromosome to produce a diploid zygote. The males and females possess male and female gonads. The male produce sperms, the female produce ovum. These unite by the process of fertilization to form the zygote. But there are some animals like earthworms, snails and slugs who possess both male and female reproductive organs. They are known as hermaphrodites. Let us go to the asexual reproduction in detail. There are various types of asexual reproduction, but in each case there is no involvement of the sex or gametes. In each case, the parent body forms the reproductive units either by division or by fragmentation, and the new individuals are produced. When the parent body divides into two, it is called binary fission, and each division becomes an individual. Here is a picture showing three different types of binary fission. The first one is longitudinal binary fission, second is transverse binary fission, and third is irregular binary fission. Let us go to the details of this binary fission. In case of binary fission, the parent body divides into two daughter cells. The daughter cells are genetically and morphologically similar or identical to the parents. In this process, the nucleus divides into two, followed by the division of cytoplasm. The division of nucleus is called karyokinesis and the division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. In this process, the cell organelles of the parent either divide equally or one daughter individual retain them and other develops the new. This type of reproduction mostly found in unicellular organisms and occurs in favorable conditions. It is seen in amoeba, euglena and bacteria. There are three types of binary fission as you have seen in the picture: simple binary fission, transverse binary fission and longitudinal binary fission. In case of simple binary fission, division occurs and it is found in case of irregular shaped organisms. The two organisms produced may not be same or similar in structure. In case of transverse binary fission, the division occurs at right angle to the long axis, found in case of paramecium and planaria. In longitudinal binary fission, plane of division is parallel to the long axis as seen in case of euglena. Here, multiple fission is another type of asexual reproduction. In this case, the individual divides into many individuals by the fission process. Here, the amoeba nucleus first divides into many nuclei. Later, each nuclei is surrounded by cytoplasm and later the parent individual bursts and the nuclei along with cytoplasm or the daughter individuals liberated out. In this process of multiple fission, the parent nucleus undergoes repeated divisions, forming many nuclei. The division of nucleus followed by division of cytoplasm. A number of daughter cells are formed at a time. It takes place in unfavorable conditions, found mostly in case of algae, fungi and protozoans. Gamulation is another type of asexual reproduction. In gamulation, asexual reproductive bodies or gamules, which are small spherical structures, are formed in the parent body. It is mostly found in case of sponges. This is the diagram of a single gamule. In case of gamulation, internal buds are formed within the parent body. These internal buds are mass of cells that are capable of developing into a new individual. Gamules are formed when a group of cells containing reserve food surrounded by a protective cover are become separated at the internal surface of a sponge. These gamules are then expelled from the body of the parent and grow into new individuals. Gamulation is a normal process of reproduction in case of many marine sponges. It is mostly seen in unfavorable conditions. Friends, budding is another type of asexual reproduction. In this case, a bud is formed in the parent body, which later on detaches after full growth and develop into an individual. Budding mostly seen in case of hydra. This is the budding of hydra. In budding, the offsprings grows out of the body of the parent. The offsprings or buds found attached to the parent until it matures. After maturation, the buds are detached from the parent body and lives as an individual organism. Next type of reproduction is fragmentation. Fragmentation means forming the pieces. In this case, the parent body is fragmented or made into pieces, and each piece grows into an individual. In this figure, you can see there is a starfish and its arm is fragmented. Then the fragmented arm grows into a new individual, and the rest of the body also grows into an individual. In fragmentation, the parent body breaks into several pieces and each piece grows into an individual. It occurs through accidental damage by predators or as a natural form of reproduction. That means fragmentation may be natural or accidental. It is seen in case of starfish and planarians. Regeneration. It is another mode of asexual reproduction. It is the process of revival of lost part which is lost accidentally or willfully, but each piece develops into a new individual. You can see here the hydra is cut into pieces, then each piece develops into a new hydra. Similarly, in case of planaria, when it is cut into 3 pieces, 3 individuals are produced. Regeneration means regrowth of a damaged or missing organ or a part from the remaining tissue. It is the process of renewal, restoration and tissue growth that makes organism to survive and also to multiply. Regeneration is highly developed in lower animals like protozoans, sponges, coelenterats, planarians and echinoderms. Regeneration is the revival of lost part. That means in these animals, when the body is cut, each part develops into an individual. That means the part which is not found in the cut is regenerated. Actually, regeneration is not a process of reproduction, but it helps in multiplication of the organisms. Friends, you can take the screenshot of these slides so that you can read it in your off time and prepare the note. You can share the link among your friends so that they can have a chance to gain knowledge about the animal reproduction. Thank you all.